Hey.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for being my guest today and joining me. I appreciate it.
Of
Oh, thank you for
course.
having us.
Yes.
Definitely. So I guess like the first question I want to start out asking you all is when you first read the script and saw like what kind of movie it was going to be, what did what did you all love about the movie and about the roles that you're going to be playing?
I
We can
can
never
go.
decide who's going
Yeah,
first.
we can never decide
Um,
who's going first. We're all trying
it's
to.
not just, yeah.
Yeah, we're all.
Um,
It's a great question. We're just all holding space for each other.
Right.
yeah. I think for me, I after reading the script, I immediately knew I was like, I gotta be a part of this. I think even my team were like, this is a really great project. Like it's a really good one. And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. As soon as I read it, I knew it was gonna be great. And I liked I loved playing a dynamic with people around my age and getting to see everyone work so beautifully and create that and friendships for life. And yeah, it was really special that I wasn't anticipating, but that was definitely a bonus for sure.
I was immediately drawn to Tim when I was reading the script. Just like I like any character that has, a fair bit of rebellion and rage inside them, but also a certain sense of innocence as well. And I think that Tim has both of those sides to himself. And so there was some
Definitely.
dynamics to play there that I was really drawn to. I like that he has a certain darkness and danger to him, and I like that he also gets to really open up emotionally and have a really positive coming of age arc by the end of the film where his friends accept him for who he is. I thought that was a beautiful arc to play, and I really wanted to be a part of it, especially when they described him looking like Robert Smith from The Cure. I was like, oh man, I want my hair to be all big. I want to get the eyeliner. I want the whole aesthetic. Um, and then I also just thought, like Nikki was saying, I knew there was going to have to be an incredible young cast even before I found out who they got. Like I was like, ooh, I didn't really get to go to like theater school or anything like that afterwards. So I wanted to be in like a cohort of really talented young people, and I really got that experience on this.
Nice.
Yeah.
I when I read the script, I was just excited. It's a really well written script, and you kind of just hope for those when you're taping all the time and getting auditions and stuff. And when I got the script, I was super stoked, and I did a Zoom with our casting director Coco, and then I did a Zoom with Rob that wasn't even reading the scenes. It was just like kind of talking about the movie, talking about life stuff, and from there I kind of like was like, okay, this seems like it's going to be really nice to be a part of. Like Rob is such a good dude and good energy, and you could just tell even on his Zoom, it was like you could feel it from him, and it, obviously it played through when we went and worked with him on this, and he's a great director, and yeah, that's basically how it felt. Yeah.
Um, when I first read the script, I kid you not, I actually was in the middle of a math exam in my class. I was just reading the script and like I was trying so hard not to freak out because it was so good. Like how everybody was saying it was so well written. So I knew that I really wanted it. And I already knew, like I'm saying that this is an amazing script that's celebrating these group of kids on this cool adventure. I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. So I did the audition and I found out that I got the role like at 11:58, like the night before my birthday. So it was just great. And then that's when I like met with Rob. He told me that he had seen some other projects I was in. So I'm like, oh, this was meant to be. And it was amazing.
Awesome, awesome. And next question again is for all of you. Like, I love how this film has like a great rock. It has like amazing rock songs throughout the film, and the film is just like a feel good film. Like how everyone goes on the trip and travels, and everyone is having fun with one another. And was there like a certain song list that you all listened to while you were on set to get into the head of the characters that you're playing?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I think the playlisting was heavy on this one for me. Listening to In Between Days, just like Honey, Forever Young, even like some of the ones like Video Killed the Radio Star was on
Yes.
there. And then like 50, like One Gun by 5440, which is a Canadian group. That was really cool that that made it in there. Yeah, I just kind of made a playlist of all the songs Rob mentioned in the script, and then just like went on a few detours here and there, and it was just a great playlist. I was like, I can totally see a movie around this selection of songs. And yeah, there's some great surprises too when we saw the final project.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, as Ben said, I asked Rob, I was like, can you please, like, I know you have a playlist. Can I please see it? Because I just wanted to know all the songs because it's like I've never seen it being celebrated like this before. So I would listen to it whenever I was in, like, whenever we weren't filming or whenever I was in my trailer just chilling on the way to set, just listening to it, it would help me get in like that mode. I gotta lock in and just really feel the vibe. It was great.
Sweet.
Yeah. Feel the same way.
Yeah, I loved that there was a playlist. And so so early on, at least before I started. So I also grew up on like 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s music, like rock.
Yeah.
So it was all things like I'm so familiar with, like all different genres of that. But so that was exciting. And yeah, the playlist was so good. So good. And we have like there's so many talented like I think music is such a big part of the film, obviously, and having so many
Mhm.
talented people who do music on set. Like Aiden does music. I know like quite a few people, and it's
Oh
kind of
wow.
cool listening to that too. Yeah.
Stream LaPret songs.
Stream LaPret.
Stream LaPret. He's so good.
Yes, stream
Thanks, guys.
LaPret for good hygiene.
No, but really, I think that it was, music tells so much and makes people feel so much. So I think that was pretty beautiful.
Nice. And is there like a certain scene that everyone loved, had the most fun filming?
I'd probably say one of the first scenes we shot, I think it was the first scene was the diner scene when we all kind of got to be together and it was also like one of my audition scenes with like the pancakes and we're all kind of figuring out what we're doing and we run out of the diner and all that. That's one of my favorites. And I would say there's a scene in the bathroom with Jade that's really funny that we're like kind of swirling the wine and stuff and that was fun because Rob let me kind of just let us kind of just go off and do our own improv thing. It's cool.
Yeah, I love that diner scene as well. Aiden's so funny in that scene when he's smacking the table and stuff. Yeah, that scene is like the first time we felt our group dynamic. I think there's a freshness in it that I really like, and I notice when I see the movie. I also really liked the very like tail end of sort of a big emotional series of scenes I have to do at the party, where Jeremy's comforting me and stuff. I really like doing that scene. That scene got added kind of late in the script and I was really relieved and it was a really generous scene in a way because Jeremy does such beautiful work in it, but he's also setting up my character very nicely in terms of telling me that I'm brave and stuff. And that was a special moment in the movie that I was really glad got added and I was glad to be able to perform in it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
it was beautiful. It was a
Oh,
beautiful performance too.
oh, thanks, Nikki. I
it
appreciate
was, it was.
It was sorry, I had to add it because like yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Thank you.
I think for me, a lot like what Ben and Aiden said, that diner scene was really good because it was one of our first ones, and we just sort of got to feel each other and sort of. It was great. It was a great bonding experience, to be honest,
Yeah.
or being honest. We get into a few scuffles in the film, and there's one in particular that's towards maybe kind of the end of the movie that I'm in, and just filming it was amazing. I got to get some action in, and it's like a whole sequence, but that one is really good. And then there's also another scene in particular. We had fun. We woke up in a motel. That's all I'll say. And I got to, it was a good scene because I got to, y'all, how do I say it? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about,
I
pal.
don't know
You
what
know
you're talking
exactly what I'm
about.
talking
You
about.
woke up in a motel?
I woke up in a motel. It was a good scene.
They just have to watch it because I know I
Yeah.
wasn't there, but I know exactly what you're talking about after watching it.
Yes, you have
Yeah.
to watch
October
it.
24th, you will find out what
Yes.
happened in the
What-
hotel.
yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite scene was we had like a night shoot outside. It was I was kind of talking to Simon one-on-one, Max, and it was so cool. Everyone was kind of having fun down. And the rain was just so amazing. I loved, I know it's simple, but I loved being outside in it. I love that it was a night shoot. It was kind of on location. It was really cool. And there was like coyotes in the back. We had to stop for a while because they were so
Oh
loud.
my
Sounded, yeah, yeah. And it wasn't even the right time. It wasn't even October, so it proved to be so scary. Yeah, or so creepy. But it was great. It was a great time.
God. And was there any funny or cool stories that stood out most while you were filming on the set?
It was Ben's birthday one night. That was really
Yep.
fun.
Mhm.
And we all kind of had the giggles and we were all kind of just having a good time. Where were we? We were like underground somewhere, right? I don't even know what were we shooting?
Well, on my birthday day, we were kind of in the middle of nowhere and we were shooting outside that gas station. And then the cast holding was in a bar that was
Right.
not currently open to the public. And I remember I've got a great video of that night of we started blasting 22. 'Cause I turned 22 on the set. And we're blasting 22 by Taylor Swift. And there's a great video of Jalen and Aiden and I and Jeremy for a brief moment as well, singing 22 by Taylor Swift that I've got on my phone. So that's a very fond memory of that birthday. My mom came out to set for that as well, so it was nice having her there. And that was, yeah, that was very fun.
I love it.
Also, the best movie talks. All of you have like such great taste in movies. So anytime I was like in transport, I was like, oh yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about them all and learning like more. So that was fun for me to get like a glimpse of into their minds, their creative minds and things. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ben's got the best movie choices. His
Oh,
letterbox is
He does.
insane.
Very good.
Thanks,
He
guys.
does. Ben literally gave me a book like that has 1,001 movies, and I'm still watching them, and I'm grateful he gave it. And I'm not joking either because it's right here. Amazing movie, a book that Ben gave me. So like, he's the guy.
Aw, thanks, guys. That's so that no, there's nothing I love more than a good movie list. So that's very heartening to hear that you've been taking your way through that.
Of course.
That's really heartwarming. Thank you.
and this is totally has nothing to do with the film, but we are in Halloween season. So, are there any horror films or any like haunted houses that you all like?
I was last weekend here in Florida. I went to Universal Halloween Horror Nights,
Yeah,
and I went through like Jason, Terrifier, Five Nights at Freddy's, and it was all so good. So I think I'm getting inspo for like what I'm gonna be for Halloween this year. So
nice.
yeah.
My girlfriend and I just watched the three Saw movies back to back
Oh yeah,
like a couple of days ago. And then we also did Halloween Horror Nights with my friends. It was fun. I'm not a big haunted house person, but I like Halloween a lot. So I like watching the movies, you know. I call Ben
yeah.
before my date night with Bree, I call Ben and I'm like, "What movie do we do tonight?" And he's like, "Well, this one's like about this, and then this one's like this. So if you're more in the mood for this, go for this."
It's like a tasting menu. You want to give people some options, you know?
Yes, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the best.
I'm a huge horror movie guy, so I am. They just put a collection of John Carpenter movies on Criterion Channel, and there's some that I haven't
Ooh,
seen, so I've been like checking out some of those. Like I just watched The Prince of Darkness for the first time. That
I
was
love
cool.
that movie.
It was really
Yes,
cool. I'd never seen it before.
yeah.
It's kind of like John Carpenter's The Thing, but it's set in a church. Uh,
hmm
that has a
hmm
crazy underground cellar that has maybe the devil in a bottle. It's pretty wild.
Yeah,
And then I'm about to watch In the Mouth of Madness, which is another John Carpenter one that I've never seen, so I'm looking forward
that's
to
a good
that.
one too.
I'm also going to the Rio Theater here in Vancouver to see Suspiria live, and
Yes.
The band Goblin that did the score for that is going to be performing live at that event. So
Awesome.
that'll be cool. So, there's some good horror stuff on the horizon for me.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
I love the spooky season so much. It's my favorite by far. I love
Same.
going to like haunted houses, but I have this weird thing where I don't feel fear sometimes. Like I
Mm.
would like to because I think it's just kind of, oh, it's kind of cute, you know? No, I can't pretend to be scared, even if they do a fantastic job. This just happens, but I love horror movies. I find it's like such great escapism, and it can be so creative, and they're underrated. Even things like I'm probably gonna watch Pan's Labyrinth again tonight. It's not scary, but it's so good. Yeah, it's so great.
And I know I think we're up on the time. They gave me 10 minutes. So I think we're up on the time. So the last thing I'm going to ask you is where can fans follow you all at?
At Ben Cockell on Instagram. That's the only place I'm at right now, but you can follow me there if you want.
I'm at Aiden LaPret, just my name on Instagram as well. Yeah.
I'm at Jalen C. Webb on Instagram.
And I'm at Nikki Rummel on Instagram. That's pretty much it, I think. For it.
Well, thank you all so much for doing this. It was very nice meeting you and chatting. Like it was awesome talking horror too. So thanks.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you for
so
having
much.
us. It was a pleasure.
It's never enough time, especially talking movies.
I know. I love the horror
Right,
movie.
Zach.
Yeah, we love horror movie questions over here, so thank you for those too.
Nice. All right. Have a very good day.
You too.
Likewise,
Thank you.
likewise.
Bye,